Hi Simon, can you told me your love story?
Yes,
of course. I don't know start from where, but I think it's from that day, in nursing home.
Are you out of your mind? How old are you? Why do you want to live in nursing home?
I am 17, but trust me, I am in need of special care for the elderly.
Enough. I don't have time to joke around with you. Please leave.
Immediately 2 security guards come to drag me out. It's rude. Jeez. Life sucks. It's difficult to explain to people that a young girl like me has Alzheimer, a disease that seems to only happen to people over 70 years old. A few months before in hospital, I noticed that my body was full of abnormal sign. My arms kept switching uncontrollably, and sometimes, I couldn't remember my way home. Doctor,
I concluded that you had Alzheimer's disease. I'm really sorry, your disease cannot be cured.
After that day I had cried a lot. My parents try everything to help me, but the medical cost becomes a stress and they are become desperate and impatient. Once, while I was boiling water to make a cup of tea, my Alzheimer's disease suddenly hit me. I completely forgot what I was doing. And as a result, my whole kitchen burned down. My parents very angry about it.
Stop making trouble. This family is already unfortunate enough.
I am sorry Mom, I completely forgot what I was doing.
Just don't do anything else.
After saying that, they turned and left. As for me, I can only cry. That's too dangerous. I agree, because of my illness, I didn't have many friends. Every weekend, I volunteered to help out at the local nursing home. Thanks to that, I got to know Mr. and Mrs. Smith. They were my closest friends. Mrs. Smith also had Alzheimer, but she was very lucky to have a loving husband who always took care of her. I felt a great deal of sympathy and admiration of them. If my life in nursing home is heaven, my time in school was hell. I always received pitiful and curious look from other. Once, while I was having lunch in the school canteen, my arm suddenly twitched again. It hit the bottle of juice and made it spill all over my body. Everyone's eyes immediately turned to me. They whispered to each other and began laughing. Because I felt so embarrassed, I immediately rushed to bathroom to wipe the stain off my shirt. But I was just taking off my shirt when suddenly a guy walked in. Pervert. 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 A pervert in the girls' restroom. I scream in panic and threw thing at his head.
Calm down. This is men's restroom.
I look around bewilderedly and realize that he was right. It must have been embarrassing. Yes. Embarrassed, I quick gathered my things and left.
Wait, take this. I gave her my jacket.
That was a surprise. And cute too. I shyly took it from him and suddenly, my heart started beating very fast. And so lucky, from the name tag on the jacket, I learned that his name was Simon. From then on, I couldn't stop thinking about him. A few days later, I looked for Simon to return the shirt. I shyly handed it toward him. Hi Simon, thank you for this.
You are welcome. By the way, do you have a map?
No? What do you need for?
Because I am lost in your eyes.
At that time, Simon said and winked, making my cheeks red.
Can I have a date with you this weekend?
Why do you want to date me?
Don't you see? We are compatible. Both our bodies have 70% of water.
That smart return made me chuckle. He was undeniably funny. Since then, we have become closer and I also shared with him about my Alzheimer's disease. A time like that silently listened to me and gave me warm words of encouragement. For the first time, I felt so comfortable around someone my age. Once on my way home, I suddenly felt uneasy with a feeling that I was being followed. When I turned around, I found Simon surreptitiously hiding his large body behind a tree. It's so cute. I asked surprised, what are you doing there?
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It's just, I'm afraid that Alzheimer might make you forget your way home again.
So you are following me?
Yeah, I have been doing this for a while.
His answer made me very moved. I didn't know he was so attentive. Day by day, my feelings for Simon were getting bigger. However, we still had small conflicts from time to time. It was mainly because of my Alzheimer's disease. I often forgot about our date and made him wait. Sometimes my sudden convulsion made him panic. Even though he didn't say it, I knew that he was getting tired. One day, I decided to introduce him to Mr. and Mrs. Smith, who were my close friends in episode 1. We have a lot of fun that afternoon, and Mr. Smith kept telling Simon about his youthful memories. Then I was talking. I suddenly discovered that Mrs. Smith had disappeared. Maybe her Alzheimer came back again. We immediately informed the staff and went to look for Mrs. Smith. A few hours later, we found her in a vacant lot near the nursing home. Her body was covered with mud as she kept babbling about old memories, and when Mr. Smith came to hug her, she couldn't stop screaming. Witnessing at that scene, I noticed that Simon looked absolutely terrified. After taking Mrs. Smith to the hospital, we sat down to comfort her husband. "Don't worry, Mr. Smith, she will be fine." I gently put my hand on the poor man's shoulder.
"No. You don't understand. She'll only get worse. If only she died before me."
"What are you saying?"
"If I die first, nobody will take care of her." The truth is, taking care of someone with Alzheimer is exhausting. There are many times when I just want to be free, to forget about all this.
After said he cried like a child. At that time, I unconsciously looked toward Simon. His eyes seemed to be wavering. "Really?"
Yes, at that time I really scare.
After that day, I stopped contacting Simon and he never called me back. I understood that was over. Even I was sad. I didn't want to selfish keep him with me. We certainly have no future together. A few weeks later, my family decided to move to another place to live. I sent a text to inform Simon as a farewell. When our car started moving, suddenly, from the rearview mirror, I saw Simon running towards me. I told my dad stop the car immediately, got out and ran towards Simon. "What are you doing?"
"Wait. Please don't leave yet. I have something to tell you."
He gasped of air and tried to talk to me.
"I'm sorry for not getting back to you. It was true. I was very worried about our future."
"It's okay, I understand that we need to end it."
"No, that's not what I mean. Even though I'm scared, I can't stop loving you."
At that time, tears started welling up in my eyes. "But we won't get anywhere. One day I will be like Mrs. Smith."
"I know, but I want to live in the present, to make more beautiful memories with you. Please let me be with you, Kale, even if our happiness might be short-lived."
Simon said. He extended his hand towards me. I quickly took hand and hugged him tightly. "Your love so romantic." Now I can say there's no eternal love, there are only eternal moments in love. The end.